Welcome back. If you aren't new, welcome to the channel. If you are new, in today's video, as you guys saw in the title and also the thumbnail, we will be installing the calipers. In the last video, we rebuilt them. In the very first video, we disassembled and painted them. So stay tuned. Turn you guys back on. We will be putting on the brackets here for the caliper. We won't be putting the front caliper on because we don't have any brake grease for the slide pins, but I won't show you into depth on how to put these calipers back on because I kind of showed them how to take them off in the videos, basically the reverse order. So city to city, you know I've been on a roll. She try to see me, but I'm not another ghost. I ain't sorry, but I think I'm going ghost. Cut you guys back on. Everything is on the car, as you guys saw in the clips that I just showed you. Little B-roll. All the brackets are on. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna put the rear pads, rear pins, some bracket for the caliper, and then we're gonna put the lines on the rear, and then we'll be finished up with the rear basically. We just have to get the bleeder screw in. Let me show you guys. So all we need is just pads here, pins, and that bracket, and we will run our lines here shortly. Very excited about that. Oh man, these things look great. I can't wait to clean these up. Turn you guys back on. We have the brake line installed. It looks amazing. Everything is tightened up. We're gonna hope and pray that we don't have any leaks when we go to bleed the brakes, which I don't think we're gonna have any leaks, which is good. Now what we have to do is we have to torque these rear calipers down to spec. I believe it's around 80 foot-pounds or something like that. I'm not sure. I gotta double check. Once we torque those down, we'll be able to put our brackets in, or our pins, or caliper springs. This is what these are called. I couldn't think of the name, but caliper springs. And then our pins here. Pads are already in, ready to go. And I'll turn you guys back on once I torque these down. Also, I did want to turn you guys back on before you guys connect these lines up, put this one in first, put this side in first. That way your line doesn't bend on you, and then you'll be able to put that in. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick tip. All right, as you guys can see, the calipers are on. I did torque them down. Make sure you guys apply blue thread locker front caliper bolts for the bracket. They say they're one-time use, but you can use them again. Just put Loctite on them. They're torqued down. Everything is torqued down bracket wise. I just have to put the front calipers on. Everything is good to go in the rear. Basically, we just have to also put our bracket on. As you guys can see, we have that off because for whatever reason it's a little too tight for me. I'm gonna figure out why that's not going on how it should. All right, we're back. We are moving on to the front rotors. I mean the front calipers. It's early morning, so pardon me, but yeah, front calipers. We also have slide pins here, as you can see, and we also have some ceramic brake grease, so we can put some grease on the caliper slide pins. So then that way, when they're inside the boot, they'll be nice and lubricated. Also have our front brake lines, have our brake fluid, and then we also have our bleeder. So as you can see, the front calipers are on with the pads, also the slide pins. Sorry for the time lapse being choppy. It was kind of hard to get some good angles for you guys, but especially with this lower slide pin here, down there. But we're good to go now. What we have to do is we have to put the front brake lines on, same as the rear. So I'll cut you guys on once I put those on. So all of the brakes are on. We do have a little bit of a dilemma. I'm going to show you guys real quick. So this caliper spring for the rear calipers is not the same. This is the new one. This is the old one. As you guys can see, they are different in size and also how they are bent. So we aren't going to be able to use these new springs here, unfortunately. We can use the pins, but I kind of want my money back for all of this. But at the end of the day, I still do need the pins. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to source basically an OEM replacement spring for the caliper, and then we'll be able to put the rear calipers together and then bleed the brakes. This is the end of part 1, so make sure you guys drop a like, comment, share, subscribe, turn post notifications on. I will see you guys in the next video. In the next video, we will be bleeding the brakes, getting this car down on its tires finally so we can take a drive. This car hasn't been driven for a while. Lights are starting to kind of get in places that they aren't supposed to. The engine bay, not in the actual cabin or anything, because the car's been sitting, but thankfully they're not in the cabin. In the engine, I'm not too worried about that because we basically clean everything out, and once this car will get to temp and everything, they'll move away. So it's just because the car has been sitting even for a week. I have no idea. But we also had a bait box there as well. My tip to you guys, if you guys have a bait box for rodents and it's around the car that you are working on, I would advise you guys to move the bait box elsewhere, so then that way it doesn't attract the rodents and then they eat it and then they go into your car to find a place to sleep or do whatever. So that's my tip for you guys. But yeah, these bad boys are on the car, looking amazing, as you guys can see. So yeah, like I said, in the next video we will bleed the brakes, and then we will drive this car finally.